Hi and welcome to a new video on my channel. I'm Andrea and today I want to show you how to make this beautiful Tunisian crochet capelet. The capelet is worked in rows and you can make it larger or smaller as you wish by adding more rows or by adding more pattern repeats. Today I will show you how to make one of the pattern repeats and then you can follow along with the video or the pattern to make the full-sized capelet. You can add a button at the base of your neck if you want to secure the capelet more, or you can just leave it to hang on your shoulders. For a fuller capelet, you can add extra pattern repeats. To make this pattern, you will need some yarn, of course. You can use a gradient cake made of acrylic or wool. I made my sample using this kind of yarn. This is Katia Infinity Shawl. It has 600 meters per 150 grams. It's a roving style yarn and it comes in a gradient. This is Alize Angora Gold Ombre Batik. It has a similar texture and it comes in these cakes of 800 meters per 150 grams. So this one is a bit thinner, but you can also use it for a capelet if you want to. You can also use any other type of yarn that's a size 2, between size 2 and 3 will work great for this pattern. The thicker the yarn, the bigger the capelet will be, but you can stop before you reach a length that you don't like. In the pattern, I recommend using a 5mm hook with a cable. In this tutorial, I will be using this one, which is a 6.5mm hook, because I will be using a different yarn just for demonstration purposes. To show you one repeat of the pattern, you will also need a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle to finish off. In this pattern, you have two options to begin. You can start with foundation single crochet stitches or with Tunisian simple stitches. I will show you how to start with foundation single crochet, and if you want to use the Tunisian simple stitches, you have instructions in the pattern. To begin, you need 38 foundation single crochet stitches or 37 plus 1 Tunisian simple stitches. Because I only want to show you one pattern repeat, in this tutorial I will only make 8 foundation single crochet stitches, because you need the 6 for the pattern repeat and 2 for the first and last stitch. One is the edge stitch in the pattern itself, and one is the last stitch that you always have in Tunisian crochet. So to make 8 foundation single crochet stitches, we first need one slip knot on the hook. We chain 2, insert the hook into the back bump of the second chain, pull up a loop, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2. This is the first foundation single crochet. Then we insert the hook behind the 2 vertical bars at the bottom of the foundation single crochet, pick up a loop, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and we continue like this until you have enough foundation single crochet stitches for you, which is 38 or 8 in my case. Now you should have 38 foundation single crochet stitches. Chain 1 and turn the work so that you will work into the tops of the stitches. Now we will be picking up loops in the single crochet stitches, but keeping them on the hook. We begin row 2 by yarning over and skipping the first stitch. Then we pick up 2 simple stitches, so we insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, insert into the next stitch and pull up a loop. Now we will make an increase. We have 2 Tunisian simple stitches in the same stitch. We insert the hook behind the front loop of the single crochet stitch and pull up loop. And then we insert the hook behind both loops of the single crochet stitch and we pull up a loop. Like this, we have 2 stitches in one space. Then we have 2 simple stitches, and this is the end of the pattern repeat on row 2. You will be repeating this 5 more times. Yarn over, skip 1, 2 simple stitches, 2 simple stitches in 1, 2 simple stitches. When you reach the end of the row, you have 2 spaces to work, so we yarn over, skip 1 and pick up one last loop. This is the edge of the work and code the last stitch in Tunisian crochet patterns. So we chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way to the beginning of the row to return. For row 3, we yarn over, skip 1, we make 3 simple stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then in the next space between the stitches, we will make a full stitch. So we will make 1 increase between the stitches. We insert the hook in the space before the next stitch. Pull up a loop. This is a full stitch. Then we have 3 simple stitches, and that's your pattern repeat. You will repeat this 5 more times. Then we yarn over, skip the space, and insert the hook behind the 2 vertical bars of the last stitch, pull up a loop, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to the beginning of the row to return. Row 4, yarn over, skip 1, we make 3 simple stitches, and in the stitch that we created on the previous row, we will put 2 stitches. First we make 1 simple stitch, and then we make 1 twisted knit stitch. So we bring the back vertical loop to the side here and insert the hook between the 2 vertical bars and pull up loop. Then we have 3 more Tunisian simple stitches, and that's the end of the repeat. You have yarn over, skip 1, 3 Tunisian simple stitches, Tunisian simple stitch, twisted knit stitch, 3 Tunisian simple stitches. At the end of the row, yarn over, skip the space, and last stitch behind the 2 vertical bars. Chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to the beginning of the row to return. Row 5, we have a yarn over, skip 1, 4 Tunisian simple stitches, a full stitch in the next space, then 4 Tunisian simple stitches, and repeat this 5 more times. At the end of the row, yarn over, skip the space, insert the hook behind the 2 vertical bars, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to the beginning of the row to return. For row 6, we yarn over, we have 4 simple stitches, and in the full stitch we increase again. We have 1 simple stitch, 1 twisted knit stitch, then 4 more Tunisian simple stitches, and repeat this 5 more times. Yarn over, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. For row 7, we yarn over, skip 1, we have 5 Tunisian simple stitches, full stitch in the next space, and 5 Tunisian simple stitches. And that's the repeat. Do it 5 more times, then yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to the beginning. For row 8, we yarn over, skip 1, 5 Tunisian simple stitches, in the full stitch we have the increase, so 1 Tunisian simple stitch, 1 twisted knit stitch, then 5 more simple stitches, and this is the pattern repeat. Yarn over, last stitch, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. For row 9, we yarn over, skip 1, we have 6 Tunisian simple stitches, the full stitch, and then 6 more Tunisian simple stitches, repeat this 5 more times. Yarn over, last stitch. Chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to the beginning to return. Now we begin the fun part. As you noticed from the photos and when I showed you the shawl, there are eyelets in this pattern. So we will be making the first set of eyelets on this row. We yarn over and skip 1. We have 3 Tunisian simple stitches. Yarn over and skip 1. 2 simple stitches. And the increase. So we have Tunisian simple stitch and the twisted knit stitch. Then we have 2 simple stitches, yarn over, skip 1, and 3 Tunisian simple stitches. This is the repeat. You do it 5 more times. Then we yarn over, and we have the last stitch. Chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. And now you have 2 eyelets in the pattern. Next row, row 11, we yarn over, skip 1, and then we have 7 Tunisian simple stitches. When we reach the eyelet, just work into it. Pick up a loop and continue making up to 7 loops. In the middle of this repeat, we have 1 full stitch, then 7 simple stitches. Then we yarn over, skip 1 at the end of the row, pick up a loop in the last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. And in the next row, we yarn over, skip 1, make 7 Tunisian simple stitches. In the full stitch, we increase by making 1 Tunisian simple stitch and 1 twisted knit stitch. Then we have 7 simple stitches. You repeat this pattern 5 more times, and at the end of the row, yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. In row 13, we yarn over, skip 1, and we make 8 Tunisian simple stitches. Full stitch, 8 more Tunisian simple stitches. And repeat this 5 more times. Yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. You will notice in the pattern that there are spaces between sets of rows. This is for your convenience so that you can follow and see where the eyelets are. So every 4 rows there will be a space, because every 4 rows we will be making an eyelet, or several later on in the pattern. So now comes the next repeat of 4 rows. Row 14 starts with the yarn over, skip 1, make 4 simple stitches. Then we yarn over, skip 1, then we make 3 simple stitches, and the 4th will be the increased stitch here. So we have 1 simple stitch on one side and a twisted knit stitch on the other side. Then we make 3 simple stitches, yarn over, skip 1, and make 4 simple stitches. Then repeat this 5 more times, yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 at the end of the row to return. For row 15, we yarn over, skip 1, and we make 9 Tunisian simple stitches. And then 1 full stitch and 9 Tunisian simple stitches. We repeat this 5 more times. At the end of the row, yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to the beginning of the row. Row 16, we yarn over, skip 1. We have 9 Tunisian simple stitches. Tunisian simple stitch and twisted knit stitch in the middle stitch. Then 9 more simple stitches. Then you make 5 more pattern repeats. At the end of the row, yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to the beginning of the row. And the last row in this set is row 17, yarn over, skip 1, make 10 Tunisian simple stitches. One full stitch and 10 Tunisian simple stitches. Then repeat this 5 more times, and at the end of the row, yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, and then chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return to the beginning of the row. In my little swatch here, you can see how the eyelets are forming. The next one will be after 5 of these stitches. So we have the first yarn over, then we have 5 stitches. Then we have the yarn over, skip 1 here. Then we have 4 more stitches and the increase. In this way, we create this shape. Once you reach 7 stitches here in between the edge eyelet and the next eyelet, you will split once more. So this pattern has this beauty of it that you can work on it for as long as you like. You just split every time you have a difference of 6 stitches here in between the edge and the next eyelet, and the eyelet and the middle space here. This way you will have a fractal-like pattern of eyelets, but you only make eyelets every 4th row. If you want written instructions for the rest of this pattern, which you could continue on your own from now on because you got the idea, the pattern is linked in the description of this video, and you can get it and follow along with either the written instructions or the chart. After you reach the desired size of your capelet, you can also add a few rows of eyelets on the edge to give it a bit of extra elegance. This is also a 4-row repeat, and you can start it when you should have an eyelet in the next row. So we yarn over, skip the first eyelet, make 1 simple stitch, yarn over, skip 1, simple stitch. Yarn over, skip 1, simple stitch, yarn over, skip 1, simple stitch. So on until we reach the full stitch. As you can see, there's no place to put a simple stitch except in here in the full stitch. So we make the regular increase. We have 1 simple stitch and the twisted knit stitch. Then we yarn over, skip 1, simple stitch. So on until we reach the end of the repeat, where we again have 1 eyelet. So we yarn over, skip it, and continue in pattern. At the end of the row, we have the yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. And you will notice that these stitches will be a bit taller than before because you're pulling on only 1 loop out of 2 on this row. Next row consists of simple stitches. So we yarn over, skip the first space, simple stitch in the eyelet, simple stitch in the next simple stitch, and so on until we reach the middle of the repeat. When we reach the middle of the repeat, we have one simple stitch, one full stitch, again one simple stitch, and one simple stitch in the yarn over space, and so on until we reach the next yarn over space. We start the pattern repeat again. At the end of the row, yarn over, skip 1, last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. And on the next row of eyelets, we yarn over, skip 1, make 1 simple stitch, yarn over, skip 1, simple stitch, all the way to the middle of the repeat. Yarn over, skip 1, and put a full stitch in the space here. Yarn over, skip 1, 1 simple stitch. Yarn over, skip 1, make sure that the yarn overs are on top of each other. At the end of the row, yarn over, skip the last space, make the last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to return. And if you want to, you can cast off now or after you make 1 row of simple stitches. Let's cast off now. To cast off, you make 1 slip stitch in each stitch and in each space. You make sure your loops are loose and that you're not pulling back on them, and cast off like this along the edge. In the middle, if you want to, you can make the full stitch. In the last stitch, insert the hook behind the 2 vertical bars, pick up a loop, close it up, and weave in the end. So this is a small scale of what your capelet will look like. Only 1 slice of the big pie, and it's quite short, but you get the idea of what you're supposed to have. When you're finished, you can block the capelet in the shape that is shown in the pattern, and you can make sure to open up these eyelets. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial for Tunisian crochet capelet. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who like Tunisian crochet. If you want more Tunisian crochet projects, check out the playlist that I have on my channel with different shawls made with Tunisian crochet stitches. And make sure to subscribe to my email updates so you know when I publish new patterns. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!